Oh my God, this makes me so... This is so humiliating!
Hi friends. If it looks like I just woke up, okay? I have so many things to do today, starting with a doctor's appointment. And it's just been a morning. It is currently 7:30 in the morning. So like my morning has already been all over the place. So I thought, why not? I have to record a video. So let me go ahead and do this because I was straightening my hair, as you can see. And I was thinking about it. I was like, wow, I'm surprised I've never made this story. But I kind of feel like it's not story time worthy, like a whole sit down video. I feel like that's kind of boring for this specific video. But I thought I would do it while I'm getting ready to go to the doctor and do the rest of my day. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Also, I get a lot of questions of like regarding like what makeup and stuff I use. I always put everything in the description of these kinds of videos. So if you are curious as to what I'm using, I put it all in the description because I don't do makeup very well. I don't really care about makeup enough to like explain it to people. So if you like what you saw, it's in the description, okay? So anyway, I was doing my hair and I just started thinking about the horrific experience that I went through my first week of cosmetology school. So why not tell y'all about it? So as you guys know, I went to the Aveda Institute, right? And for the first week, they do what's called Camp Aveda. And it's basically the most boring week of your life. It is the most long, drawn out orientation I've ever been to in my entire life. I'm not joking. It's from 9 to 5 of them explaining how Aveda was founded, who founded it, the mission, the this, the that. Like, then they start going into all the products and what this product is made out of this and what part of Madagascar they get this stuff. It is so boring. But at the end of the week, what they decide to do is basically like a makeover thing. And like in theory, it sounds cute, I guess. But it's pretty much where the upperclassmen give the newcomers like pedicures, manicures. You could choose a pedicure or manicure, your hair to be done and whatnot, okay? So at this time, I was blonde. Like, I was fresh to death blonde. My hair was freshly fried. What do I have on my lip? My hair was freshly fried. It was, going through some things. And as you guys know, like, I am very, well, I don't know if you guys know this. Have I expressed this? I'm very particular with my hair. I don't just let any and everybody touch my hair because I've only met one person in my whole life who does my hair exactly how I like it. And it was in Puerto Rico. So everything else is pretty much like I always do my own hair. Like, you don't get these luscious locks by just experimenting, okay? So I am very particular because my hair texture is very weird. I have really thick curly hair, but because I straighten it all the time, it's straight on the ends. So like, it's dead. But at the same time, like, you need to put heat on my hair, but you can't put too much. That's why I can't get like Dominican blowouts and stuff, because I put too much heat on my hair that it breaks my hair off. Like, my hair is very sensitive. For her to be so specific, she's very sensitive. So I just don't let anyone play in my hair. You'll see where I'm going with this. So our educator, well, my educator, she was very nice, nasty. Like, she was super overly nice, but very passive aggressive. So when they were telling us like, oh, we're gonna, get our hair done or whatever, I just thought like somebody could curl it or whatever, like with a curling iron. She was like, oh no, we're gonna get our hair washed and styled. So me being me, I went up to her and I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, I don't want to get my hair washed. Like, I'm going to skip out on the styling part because I don't want to get my hair done. Because, mind you, this is a PWI. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't, you know. And so she was basically like, oh, no, like, I understand, but this is a part of like the process, like this is a part of the class and everything. Like, and at the time I was pretty like naive and like, you know, I was new. So she was like, it's gonna affect your hours because like if you don't get it done, then you can't, like, you're just gonna have to go home, whatever. I should have just went home. I don't know why I cared about these freaking hours. Like, it was the first week of school, but you know, she played with my head a little bit and she was just like, oh, like, you know, it's your hours and da-da-da-da. And I'm telling you, that was my biggest regret, because if this was not the like sign of how my cosmetology schooling was gonna go, I don't know what is. Okay, so I was just like, oh my God, like, and then I'm telling her, like, I have somewhere to be after this. Like, I just don't want somebody, like, I know how my hair is. My hair takes a long time. It's really hard to do. It's pretty intimidating for people that haven't worked with my texture hair. Like, I just don't want, you know, to be experimented. And she was just like, you know, basically telling me that I pretty much had to do it. So I was, you know, very anxious, all in my feelings. And I was just like so nervous. So while we're getting we had the choice to get a manicure or a pedicure. And I got a pedicure. While we were getting our pedicures, the people were basically saying, like, the other girls in my classes were saying that the girls were pretty much like, you could tell that they're forced to do this and that they don't really want to do it because their hair was coming out like all janky, and like their manicures and pedicures were coming out, and like my pedicure was actually really trash too. So like, I get what they were saying. But they were basically saying like, oh, they were complaining about how their services were getting done because we were doing it in groups. So it was like one group was getting a manicure, one group was getting their pedicure, one group was getting their hair done. So as I'm hearing this and as I'm witnessing like my pedicure, I'm getting more and more anxious. Like, I really did not want my hair to be done. So I am, you know, assigned my girl, and we are going to call her Brittany. I don't really know her. I don't really remember what her name was, but she was so cool. Like, I like vibe with her because she was like one of those like rock and roll girls. She was so cute. I loved her little vibe and stuff. But so I introduced myself to her, she introduced herself to me, and I was basically letting her know, I was like, hey, like, I don't really want my hair styled. And she was really cool with it. She was like, okay, like, that's fine, like, I'll just shampoo your hair. Like, do you want like a specific shampoo, da 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 da. So while we're at the shampoo bowl, she's washing my hair. She's like, wow, you have like a lot of hair. And I'm basically telling her like, yeah, that's why, like, I didn't even want to get my hair done today. I just, you know, they pretty much forced me. So me and her are, you know, going back and forth, and she's like, yeah, she's telling me about all the things that she likes and doesn't like about the school, and we're, you know, we're just talking it up. It was a good time. So as I'm finishing up, we go back to her chair, and she's basically telling me like, don't worry about it. Like, if you don't want to get your hair done, I'll just go ahead and detangle it, put some product in it, and, you know, just show you some of the products that I like to use. And if you want, we can just like rough dry it so it's not soaking wet. I was like, okay, cool. I was so content with the fact that this girl was like so cool about it, you know, no dramas, no issues. So we get to the chair, and she's basically, you know, we're kind of like stalling because she's like slowly detangling my hair, and she's just showing me the products, and we're just, you know, having a good little chat. So this instructor, oh my God, like, this man, by the way, I'm out of my concealer, so I don't recommend this. I'm going to put it in the description anyway, but I don't recommend the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer. First of all, this is not my color. And second of all, like, it's just not that good. So I'm just using this because I don't have anything else. So this educator, he was, do you all know, like, those sticklers, like, oh my God, I'm trying to find out, like, who I can compare him to, like, as far as like a TV show or something. But he was basically like one of those guys that like, he just had to do everything by the book, everything. Like, he was so strict on dress code, so strict. He was so strict on everything. It was so annoying. And so I hadn't, you know, I hadn't like met him that well yet. I knew he was an educator for another class, but I like didn't really know him that well. So he comes up to us and he's like, ladies, what are we doing? Like, are we not going to get started on the styling? And so, mind you, this man is of a minority, you know? So I'm looking at him, I'm like, okay, cool. Like he's black. So like, you know, so I was like telling him, I was like, hey, yeah, I'm not gonna get my hair styled just because she's not really comfortable doing my hair texture. And, you know, my hair is very specific, you know, and I'm coming to him thinking like, you know, minority on minority, like you have sisters, you have a mom, like you have an aunt, you have somebody, maybe your wife, who knows, right? You have somebody who like, you can understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. No. So I was just like telling him, I was like, yeah, you know, like she doesn't feel comfortable and I don't feel comfortable with her, you know, doing my hair. And he was like, well, why do you think you're in school? We're here to learn, aren't we? So we need to start learning. And I like, when he said that, like my heart sank because I'm like, bro, if you're not on my side, then no one in this facility is going to be on my side, like literally. So I'm just like, what? And so he was like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start learning, so go ahead. And he's like, turns to that girl Brittany and he was like, go ahead and get your brushes out and get your blow dryer out, because you know we're gonna do her hair. And I'm telling him like, but honestly, like I was like pleading with him. I was like, can we please not, like she was fine, like she just put some products in my hair, like we're good, like no. And honestly, I wish I was a little bit more stern. You know, at the time I was 17. This is a new experience for me. This is like all new and all this kind of stuff. So I'm just like sitting here like so intimidated, and I was just like getting so emotional. So like I'm not really, where'd that concealer go? What the heck? Oh. So I'm not, you know, I'm not a public crier at all. I leave that to my privacy of my shower. So I was just getting so emotional and I was getting hot and I was just like, oh my God, like I really don't want this done. Like my hair is already in a brittle state, and like just somebody experimenting, like it's just, if you get it, you get it. You know what I'm saying? So, because I know this is like with a lot of people, no matter what your hair texture is, like I just know that like when your hair is so particular, you don't just want anybody in your hair. Like, and I don't care what anybody says, because boys are like this. Boys are very particular with their hair. Girls are like this. Like little girls are like this. Old women are like this. Everybody, you know, your hair is your hair. So I'm getting hot. Like I was sweating, and I'm not even a sweating person. So I'm just getting hot. I'm sweating. And this man takes out this brush, and I'm going to put a picture of what the brush looked like. You cannot use that on my hair. And like, I don't know, maybe this is just me being ignorant, I guess, but I'm just like, sir, like surely you have somebody in your life that does their hair. Like you've seen them do their hair. There's no way that you think like my hair can handle that brush. Like, what are you doing? So he takes out this brush and he goes with the blow dryer and he starts like rough drying my hair with this brush. And like it was burning. And so I'm just sitting here, I'm like, ow, ow, ow. Like I'm, you know, doing all this, like, and I'm not even tender-headed. I'm not tender-headed at all. And I have a very high pain tolerance. So I'm just like, ow, ow, ow. And he's like, well, you know, these blow dryers are, you know, a little bit tricky. You know, sometimes they get hotter than usual. Like, no, they don't. Like they were just regular, cheapo blow dryers, like whatever. So he's doing that, and so then he stops, and then he hands the brush and the blow dryer to Brittany, and he was like, so now you try. No! So I'm just like, what? Because it was one thing for him to do my hair, like whatever, but it's just like, now you're just gonna make this girl who actively said, like, she said herself she does not want to do my hair, like, because she's not like confident in it. And you know, thank you, girl, because I'm not confident in you doing it either. So I'm just like, what the heck? So he gives her the brush and she's like, you know, very light-handed. She's just kind of like kind of waving through my hair. And he's like, no, you have to build the tension. So he takes the blow dryer and the brush again, and he starts like pulling at my hair. And I'm just like, ow, okay, like whatever. So now we're pulling in a crowd. We're pulling in a whole crowd. And I just felt like a circus monkey, because it was like the station that we were at, and then like people were just looking around, because mind you, this was at the end of the day. My hair, myself, it takes about a good 40 minutes to blow dry and a good like 35, 40 to straighten it the way I like it straightened. So I'm just like, this is probably like 4:15 in the evening. We get out of school at 5. So everybody's pretty much done with their clients and with, you know, the other people. So everyone's just gathering around the station that I was at, watching this happen. And it was just so mortifying. So he's basically, you know, telling her to rip through my hair. And then, which I'm telling you, like, I wish I would have just stopped everything. So in Aveda, they teach you with curly hair or textured hair, or whatever they want to call it, to do this halo thing. So it's basically like you take all your edges out and then put this up and then section it from there according. I don't know. You can obviously tell somebody with textured hair did not make that up, but that's neither here nor there. So he does that. He starts sectioning my hair off that way. And then he gets a bristled brush. And he starts like showing the girl how it needs to be done, how my hair needs to be blow dried. So he's literally blow drying the front section forward, which he starts blow drying the section forward. And so the girl starts, he's like, okay, so now you start doing it. She is not used to being heavy-handed, obviously. I'm not faulting this girl for anything. Honestly, like, this girl was so cool. And at the end of the day, like, I'm not faulting anybody for not knowing how to do my hair. Especially if you're actively saying, I don't know how to do your hair, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I respect that a lot more than you being like, oh yeah, I got it. And then you're just messing up my hair. So she's basically like trying to blow dry my hair, but she's not using enough tension. She's very soft with it, and she's not using enough tension to like take out the curl. So my hair, it was so embarrassing. I have this halo around my head, and it's literally like frizzy and straight at the ends because my hair was like, you know, fried. So I like basically have like an afro halo going on in my head, and I just look like an idiot. Mind you, he's doing this whole infomercial thing in front of the rest of these girls, and you know, there's always that one who she decided, she goes to the educator, she's like, can I try next? Like, I've never dealt with such like funky hair texture. So like, not only is this like so embarrassing and so humiliating that you have me here, like, you know, when you're getting your hair done, like, you don't want people just staring at you like you're like, my makeup is half off because she washed my hair, and then like I look ridiculous, and you have all these people just surrounding me and saying like they want dibs on the next turn because they've never dealt with funky hair. So whatever, like, at that point, like, I literally wanted to cry. I was in shambles, okay? I wanted to cry. I'm laughing about it now, but this is so not funny. So I'm just like in this chair, ready to die, and my face says everything. Like, my face says it all. I could be like shattered and broken, but like my face is giving very much RBF, and it's not even resting, it's intentional. So I'm just sitting here like, And my educator comes over and she was just like, hey, like, is everything okay? And so then the educator, the man, he was like, oh, this is one of yours? And she was like, yeah. And he was like, well, she said she didn't want to get her hair done. But I was letting her know that, you know, this is a great learning experience for everybody. And so then my educator was like, yes, Samantha, like, you can definitely teach everybody, like, how to do your hair. And I'm just like, first and foremost, I'm not your guinea pig. I don't need to be like the example. Second of all, like, I don't need to be teaching anybody anything. Like, this is your job. I came to school to be taught. I didn't come here to teach everybody how to do my kind of hair. Like, no. So I'm just getting so offended. And this was like back, like, you know, 2016, where like microaggressions and stuff, like, it wasn't really talked about that much. Like, you knew something was off, like, you knew there, like, this wasn't right, but like, you didn't really know what to call it or like how to express it, because it's very much like passive aggressive, like backhanded stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm just sitting here like so mad. And so like time is ticking away and it gets to 5 o'clock. So everybody, you know, my crowd decides to go home, and I'm sitting here with half my head, like, well, I have a halo of afro straight hair, and then I have my wet hair in this bun thing. So I'm just sitting here so angry. And I told my educator, I was like, hey, like, I told you, like, this is, my hair takes a lot to do. Like, I didn't want it, and I have somewhere to go. Like, I told you I had somewhere to go. And she was like, don't worry, like, I'll go ahead and I'll hurry up and finish it. Well, thank you. You'll hurry up and finish my hair. Like, my hair is not that way. You cannot just hurry up and finish it. So she lets the girl Brittany go. And Brittany was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm really sorry. I did not, like, and I'm just like, girl, this ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, I did not hold nothing against you. It was so cool meeting you. You were such a good time. This is just a joke. Like, this is such a joke. So I'm like going to, like, I'm sitting in the chair. Brittany leaves, and now it's my educator straightening my hair. And she is burning my life away. I'm just like, how are y'all educators? And it's crazy because a lot of like people say, like, a lot of hairstylists say like educators are just people that couldn't handle the salon. And I never thought that was true. And then like now that I think about it, I'm like kind of low key, because I cannot imagine how y'all are educators and how y'all were stylists before, burning somebody's hair with a blow dry. I feel like that is like hairdressing 101. Blow drying, subsection, don't burn your clients with the blow dryer. I don't know. So she's like burning my head off, and I'm just like, ow, ow, ow. Like, I'm over it. And this woman is really thinking that she's doing something. Like, she is like Edward Scissorhands, but with the blow dryer. She's just like going back and forth, and she's very serious about it, and she's going in. Then she proceeds to put oil on my head, on my ends, okay? She puts oil on my ends. And I was just like, no, it's fine. She's like, no, just to smooth it out. My hair looks a mess. My hair looks an absolute mess. There is no amount of oil that you're going to put on to smooth the ends that is going to fix what you just did. I have to go home. I have to rewash my hair, and I have to redo it, even though I have somewhere to be. My natural hair, like, I can't just wet my hair and go. Like, it's just weird. I can't do the cute little messy bun thing. Like, no, I have to be very intentional with my hair and with my hairstyles, because it will look crazy. And now I look crazy, and I can't just throw it up in a bun and call it a day, because my hair just looks a mess. I'm not joking, y'all. Like, I wish I would have taken a picture of how my hair looked. It was so ugly and so bad. And I was just so upset. Like, I was so emotional. I was just like, and no one knew why. Like, what bothered me the most is that, like, no one understood why I was so upset. Like, oh no, don't worry about it. Like, it doesn't look bad. Like, they were lying straight to my face. Like, what do you mean this doesn't look bad? I look like an idiot. Like, just imagine. My hair is like this short. It's bleached blonde, but like yellow. It's fried and brittle, and it's literally, I looked so stupid. And people are sitting in my face talking about, look, no, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. Like, that pissed me off even more. Because it's like, I know you're lying. You're fake. You're fake. So whatever. I go home. Okay, fine, whatever. That was on a Saturday. And then here comes the next week, because I went to school Wednesday through Saturday. I go in, and there was another girl from another class who had curly hair, and she wore her hair curly. And so I was just telling the people that I was in class with, I was like, yeah, this was so awful, because I'm very vocal with my issues. I don't care. So I was telling my classmates, I was like, yeah, like, she messed up my hair. Like, this was so crazy. I went home so upset. I was not having it or whatever. And then here comes the educator talking about let's just say the girl with curly hair's name is like Jessica. And she was like, well, look at Jessica's hair. Like, she got her hair done and she was fine. Like, she really enjoyed it. She's like, right, Jessica? Like, did you have fun? Like, did you do, like, you know, you got your hair styled. What do you want me to do with that? Like, okay, good for Jessica. She got her hair styled. Her hair is curly. She always wears it curly. And all they did was wet it and diffuse it. Wow. Like, and I'm sorry, just because you have two curly haired people doesn't mean we are the same person. Like, I'm so happy that she was so happy with her hair. I don't care. I was devastated with the monstrosity that you did to my head. Like, are you kidding me? And so after that, I'm telling you, I have so many experiences in cosmetology school of stuff like this. Like, seriously, stuff like this where I was just like, are you kidding me? And I'm telling you, like, everybody made it seem as if, like, I just was an Aveda hater, and because there was a Paul Mitchell school that wasn't that far away. It was too far for me to go, but it wasn't, like, that far. And a lot of people would always compare Aveda to Paul Mitchell, and people were trying to put it on me, like, as if I was trying to say, like, I should have went to Paul Mitchell. And I'm just like, no. I just shouldn't have gone to this school because I freaking hate this. I hate y'all. Like, oh my God, it was so annoying because I was always labeled like an Aveda hater. Even though I was in all my right. You guys literally messed up my hair. I'm so whatever. I'm telling you, there was so many things that happened, and I really wish I would have stood my ground and not let these people touch my hair. I should have just went home and called it a day. Like, caused a scene or something and went home, because that's just unacceptable. And honestly, it just goes to show, like, how it is, you know, in these kind of spaces where it's like, not even your hair, bro. Like, no, don't let people touch your hair. Don't let people touch your hair. Stop asking people if that you could touch their hair. Like, don't be that person. And it's like, I was really like trying with this educator, and he really let me down. But me and him, we did not vibe for multiple reasons beyond the first week of Aveda. Like, I'm telling you, that was an experience, and as much as I hated it, it has really opened my eyes to the world and my position in this world, and it has really it gave me a lot of experience. I'll say that. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me story time situation. I actually really like how this makeup came out. I don't really do eyeshadow like that anymore, but it's cute. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. I am so dumb. I forgot to do my lipstick. Hello, I didn't even finish the look. So we're just gonna chit chat while I do my lipstick. So also, I meant to tell you guys, I am going to be participating in Vlogmas. Okay, I am thinking about doing a week-long story time. I already have my story times planned out for you guys, so I don't know if I want to do it like the week of, like the week leading up to Christmas. But I am, like, y'all will get it when you get it, okay? But I did want to let you guys know that I am going to be participating in that. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Is this too much? I feel like this is like fall on fall on fall. Obviously, I'm not going to wear this headband, but like, I don't know. No lie, guys. I am tired and I am starving. Jesus. I need food. By the way, I always wear the same thing. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks. This one's in Hudson. So anyway, I need to go over my hair with the straightener, but is she cute or is she what? Okay, so yeah. What the heck? Okay, so now I can end this video. Have a great day. Bye.